Of course I wasn't going to use that rune immediately. Challenging the second step intended for silver would be stupid when I had almost kicked the bucket in a bronze one. If not for the aspect, my bones could have easily stayed to rot in the temple next to the remains of other guinea pigs. The True, whoever they were, had a good thing going on. Imagine how many runes and Starblood they had collected from the Ascendants who failed to pass the test. And because of that, I had a lot of questions to ask the White Devil. If he had visited the temple, he must have known that I could fail at every step of the trials simply because of bad luck. He knew that my physionics wasn't up to par to face the spectral guardian, whose every blow almost crushed my bones to dust. Was he placing his hopes in the aspect? But how could he have known that I'd awaken a creature capable of flying instead of, say, a flaming cow or an icy bear? Torque could have also saved me in the domain, but the voice had forgotten to order Ozymandia to recharge the artifact that had saved our lives more than once. A sudden bout of forgetfulness? I wasn't buying that. Him already anticipating a visit to the domain and coldly planning to strip me of my trump cards seemed much more likely. Could he have decided to set me up before visiting Eternity and take control over my dead body just in case? "I swore on the blood of my brethren to help you," the White Devil replied as soon as we left the domain. "I don't wish for your death, but that was the only way. Without the breath of death, there can be no challenge, and without challenge, there can be no change. Listen to yourself, Yuane. Hasn't the temple made you slightly different? It could have made me slightly dead. You were up to the task. As for death, I can't tell you everything, but you shouldn't always fear it. Sometimes, the death of the body is only the beginning of a new path." I was starting to get really angry. Those verbal gymnastics were tiring me. Maybe an immortal spirit shouldn't fear death, but I, Sigurd Morozov, was a living and breathing person, and I had only one life. An Ascendant who values life above all else quickly loses it. Another pompous phrase only served to fuel my anger. Yuane, you have made the first step, awakened your aspect, and become stronger. That is the purpose of Ascension. Overcoming your fears, taking control of yourself, and rising above. You can be proud. You have tempered your bronze. Why are these trials so barbaric? So many innocent Ascendants died in that temple for nothing. My indignation seemed to amuse him.